You know, I sit here and I reminisce my childhood sometimes. And I forgive. And I forget that I forgave. Then I forgive again. And I forget I forgave. And I forgive again. How many times do I do that? I get so tired of it. I wish I can just forgive. Totally forgive. It's hard to forgive. It's hard to forgive that the people that hurt you, you think that your family's supposed to love you, especially as a child. I mean, my parents were karmic, and then they became soulmates, and that happens. My soulmates, they became, meaning they had best interest in me the last 5 years when they were alive. But the thing is, I always knew they weren't my mom and dad. I knew I never fit in that family. I didn't even look like any of them. And I just keep on remembering, like, why did my dad like drink like a mother effer, and he would beat me only? He would only beat me and not the other two girls. It made me wonder as a child, why do you beat me? I'm the smallest one here. I didn't even do anything. And he would beat me silly, man. And I don't know what triggers me of thinking of this. And you know what? I was thinking, what triggers me? The smell of alcohol, you know? And I don't smell alcohol here, but sometimes when I'm on the bus, I can smell people sitting there and they smell like booze. And then it triggers me, that smell of alcohol, I think. And then I think of my dad, you know? And I hope that stops one day, and it will, but I need to heal completely. I need to forgive him. And he did say sorry to me on his deathbed. He said, "Please forgive me. I wasn't a good dad." When he told me that, I didn't know I was adopted then. I found out after he passed away. But he did say to me that, please forgive me. I wasn't a dad the way I wanted to be a dad. And then I forgave him and I cried. And I missed my dad. I mean, we had some good times, but we had some bad times too. I mean, the beatings were just real. And they hurt because I was really little. Even if I wasn't little, they hurt. They were vicious. They were violent for no reason at all. But I know it wasn't him. It was the liquor. It was the effing liquor. And he stopped drinking for 25 years too. He became a saint after that. He was reborn. But when I smell liquor, like really booze on people, and triggers me in a very bad way, and it makes me feel in that way. And it's a triggering thing. And I don't drink myself. Do I want to have a drink? Sometimes I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't had a drink for 5 years almost. And not like I'm an alcoholic or anything like that, and nothing against alcoholics or anything, but um, I like to drink Long Island iced teas that I used to drink before. When I used to drink with my sister sometimes when we were in good company, but we're not anymore. But she's an alcoholic, though. Anyways, that's another story. But I knew my limits. But I stopped drinking because it made me sick. And sometimes I do want to have a glass of wine, but I can't. Sometimes I do want to have a glass of champagne, but I can't. And sometimes, like lately, I've been feeling to want to have a Long Island iced tea, but I know once I even have that Long Island iced tea, I will be sick for days, and I don't want to be sick. So then I just have a glass of milk and think of it as a Long Island iced tea. What do you think about that? I just imagine it's Long Island iced tea. And that's some crazy shit right there. But I have to. I don't want to get sick. But anyways, back to my dad. Yeah, the smell of alcohol triggers me. You know, I don't like the smell of it. It makes me think of how he beat the shit out of me. And he did beat me. Why am I repeating this? I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to hear this. But then I think, and God tells me, it wasn't him. He always loved you. You were his favorite, but the liquor took over. I'm like, what? I was his favorite? How could I be his favorite? I was never his favorite. My God said, no. You were very precious to him. He stole you, you know. He stole you. You're a stolen child. And you are who you are today because of those beatings also. You are who you are, what you went through. So don't look down. Look straight up. Put your crown on and keep walking, he says. That's what my heavenly Father says. But I must tell you, my real dad has been Jesus, has been my heavenly Father. He's been with me for a long time, and he's not going to let me go, and I'm not going to let him go because I love him, you know. And I forgave my dad, and some days I feel sad and I get angry. I'm part human. I'm an angel in a human body, and I get confused sometimes, you know. I just hope this contract hurries the fuck up because I'm tired. And Jesus says, no, you can't come home yet. I'm not done with you yet. I'm like, jeez, I just want to go home. I want to go home to my son. I want to go home to my doggy. I want to go home to my mom and my dad. The same dad who beat me. I don't care because you know what? I forgave him. I have to forgive him, you know? And I do forgive him, then I don't, then I do. But then God always makes me realize it wasn't him, it was the liquor. And this is a message for if your parents are alcoholics or if you know somebody who's alcoholic, it's not them. The disease takes over the body. I just wanted to mention that. That's my message today. If you have an alcoholic abused person who did something to you, let's say, in a very bad way, and you hate them for this, and I'm not telling you you have to forgive them, but I want you to know it was a disease that took over the body. It wasn't, and it was never them. It was never their soul. It's a disease of the alcohol. It's a disease that takes over the body. It's never them. That's the message. Thank you.